Hello, this is Rami Gallagher, and I'll be doing a Jungian analysis of Lore Olympus. So, Lore Olympus is a webtoon by Rachel Smith. It's like a cartoon released on a website or app. It's the retelling of the Greek myth of Hades and Persephone. It's not only that one; some of the other Greek myths are inside of this one, but Persephone and Hades are the main characters. In this world, the gods live in the modern world while the humans still live in the ancient Greece era. Currently, the series has 4 volumes released into paper books, but we will only analyze volume 1 and part of volume 2. So the dreamer for this story would be Persephone. This story focuses on her journey from a naive and sheltered goddess to a powerful, independent future queen of the underworld. The shadow, as the image shows, is a maternal figure, Demeter. Her maternal panic of trying to protect Persephone from everything and anything. It's what makes her too controlling and the antagonist of the first part of this story. She wants to cut off Persephone from everything. There is an incident that in which Demeter encloses Persephone on a greenhouse without windows or doors because she's afraid that the world will see her, especially because she's afraid that Zeus will find about her, and because she had an incident of wrath against the humans a while ago that she erased from her memory, but she doesn't want the world to know what happened. Then we have the Animus as Hades. Hades is the personification of control and power. He runs his realm very efficiently. The people on the underworld very happy with his rule. He is looking for romantic companionship, but has feelings of inadequacy due to the fact that he knows that he is infertile, and he also is the ruler of the underworld, and as his on and off girlfriend Minty will remind him who will want to date someone that cannot have children and who lives in the dark. He carries himself like he's all powerful and all authority, but he hides his weaknesses, like the abuse that he suffers by the hands of Minty, his trauma from the time that he had to fight his own father Kronos, and his loneliness because of the fear that everybody has, and he seems unapproachable, and because he feels like he'll never have children and he'll never have love. He helps Persephone find her own power and control it and embrace it. So I've determined that the self for this story would be the couple. They're both characters find what they are missing by opening themselves to each other in this relationship. Both heal their traumas and face their own fears thanks to each other supporting them, and together they are the embodiment of power, which it becomes a threat to Zeus. And I'll explain this further and once I explain the episodes. So in episode 1, I have the initial meeting. This all happened on the first day. On her first day in Olympus, she's invited to a party. She goes where Artemis, and Artemis gets distracted, and in the meantime, Eros drugs her or gets her drunk because of Aphrodite's orders. So what happened was Hades made the comment that Persephone was more beautiful than Aphrodite. Aphrodite did not take that well and wanted some revenge. So she decided to demand that Eros gets her drunk, puts her on Hades' car, and make her have a terrible experience meeting Hades. What happened instead is that Hades takes care of her, helps her get sober, and they have a very friendly conversation. And she realizes that Hades is not the scary character that everybody talks about, but he is a very friendly, open, and kind person. So, dealing with trauma. During this story in episode 2, we'll see that Persephone is abused by Apollo, Artemis' brother. And he is obsessed about her. He wants to make her, by all means, his wife, but she refuses. And a way to do it is he abuses sexually of her and keeps photographic evidence of this to blackmail her into doing whatever he wants. She keeps this inside because he convinces her that this is all her fault. He pretty much gaslight her into feeling that this all was her fault. The feelings become overwhelming because she is keeping them all inside, and these feelings become the catalyst for her to lose control of her powers inside of the underworld. And while she's processing her own trauma, she also helps Hades break the cycle of abuse with Minty and give him the strength to cut the ties and say no more. Episode 3, I will call it Healing Together. Her relationship with Hades teaches her trust in the other sex and also to put boundaries. She learns control and ownership of her power. She learns that she is got to be proud of what she can do. She faces her own mother and rebels against her, uncovering all the secrets that she's been keeping. She finds out that this is not the first time that she have met Hades, that she have met him before a long time ago, and that her memories of him were erased. She also finds out that she had a terrible event of wrath against the humans where she killed a large amount of humans in revenge for them destroying her nymph garden, because the nymph garden was where the nymphs were born. So in other words, the humans killed the nymphs because they were expanding their territory, and she had an episode of wrath and killed a lot of them. This is uncovered later during a trial that not only opened this secret to the world, it also opens a lot of other secrets. Like in her trial, she appears publicly with Hades, who becomes her lawyer and defender in front of the other gods. Also, Persephone is put on trial because of this crime. But this is only a facade because Zeus is concerned that Persephone could be the fulfilling of a prophecy about a fertility goddess, meaning that if Gaia helped Uranus and Rhea helped Kronos to threaten the gods, Persephone could do the same thing with Hades. So Zeus is trying to find a way to separate Persephone and Hades. Persephone also is punished and sent to the mortal realm with no communication with any gods, including with Hades. In the meantime, Apollo's abuse is discovered by Hades, who goes very mad and almost kills him, but Persephone helps him control his own power too. Apollo confesses to be Zeus' son, making Zeus nervous about his obsession with Persephone and the possibility of using her as the fertility goddess necessary for overthrowing him. So in this process, the last episode would be in the first part of volume 2, and it's the learning to be powerful. She takes her sentence and she thinks that she can pay for her mistakes, but she starts to figure out that Zeus is just using this to separate her from Hades. So she learns that wrath has its place, meaning that it also helps you to have a drive in life and to achieve everything that you want, and also to fight back when you feel like something is unfair. Like, she stands up against Zeus for her unfair punishment, and because she can see all the terrible repercussions that her punishment is bringing, not only to her but also to the underworld and to the mortal realm. And in the meantime, she also finds the support of real friends like Artemis, who gives up her time in Olympus and decides to go down to the mortal realm to help her. She also makes alliances with Ares to go to the underworld, and she stands up for herself, and she shows everyone that she's proud to be a powerful goddess, and she will not let anybody take advantage of her anymore. So this, I think, is a story of finding yourself, finally standing up for yourself, and being proud of who you are. Thank you.